A Stranger Calls 1979 is a film that was originally a short film, but after the success of Halloween 1978, the director Fred Dalton decided to release a full feature film of it. This film to me has the stalker slasher elements of Halloween with the tension and investigating elements of Silence of the Lambs. From the amazing way that the film opens, to the settings, to the acting, this underrated gem was such a great watch, and here's why. Don't worry, this will be spoiler free, so feel free to watch in its entirety. This film uses shadows and emptiness so well, and the fake out scares were way ahead of its time. Though this film was made in the late 70s, I have no idea why, but it feels like it was made in the early 90s based off of the set design and clothing choices in the beginning of the film. In the opening of this film, the way that they show you the emptiness of not only the house but the street really set the tone for how unsettling this film was going to be and how the character Jill was truly alone. The acting done by Carol Kane, who plays Jill Johnson, was amazing as well. The way she expressed being disturbed and scared but trying to keep it together was everything. The very first call that was received by Jill sent chills all over my body. John Clifford is the Dr. Loomis of this film. That's all I can say without spoilers. This film is a slow burn after the opening scene, which makes sense considering that this film expanded on the short film it was based off of. However, it's still an interesting watch. I'm not really into slow burns, but it still found a way to catch my attention, so I can say that's a personal plus for me. I will say that there are basically no on-screen kills, and that is completely fine because it doesn't make a film more scary or less scary because of the on-screen kills or off-screen kills that it has. I just like to give that a shout out because I feel like people would like to know if it's gore in slasher films or horror films or not. One thing I will say is that I wish there were more ways they showed us how much time had passed through the film. Also, the sound was a bit off at some points, but I don't believe it was so distracting that it's unwatchable. And there was a part in the score that sounded like the opening of a movie, and the only reason I'm mentioning this is because I wonder if that's where the sound came from. I don't know, but if you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, I feel like because the story is expanded from a short film, there were points in the storytelling where I got a bit lost, but there is a second one that I haven't watched, so maybe it expands more on the lore and answers the questions that I asked myself. This film was an unsettling, disturbing watch that just as you relaxed, it put you right back on your toes again. When A Stranger Calls 1979 was a surprisingly interesting watch for me. I say surprising in the sense that I cannot say this enough. I am not a fan of slow burns, and most reviews I saw say that's exactly what it was, but I decided to give it a chance because why not? This film has its bumps in the roads here and there, but what film doesn't? The experience I had with this film was so fun, and I watched this with the lights on my laptop and still got the disturbing aura I'm sure they were going for. So if you can, definitely give this film a watch. The disturbing aura will increase if you decide to watch this with the lights off, so you have been warned. It's free to watch almost everywhere, and I just know it will give you a post-spooky season fright. Have you seen this underrated gem? Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.